Changed my Notion. Oh my god. Jake had to bring me the other battery because the minute I try and film, my battery starts to die. So that's just my luck. Already I had nowhere to film it. It's so hot outside, so I couldn't really sit outside or else I'm gonna like pass out. And all I just want to do is just film this mid-year book tag. Hey, what's up? My name is Ange. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, again, hi, I am Ange. I love to read and I make YouTube videos about it. Today we are going to be doing the mid-year book tag. I got all of these questions from Sarah Curley. I will link her video down below as well as the blank form. Starting off, we are just going to talk. This is going to be a chill, nice little talking video. I got my Starbucks. I got a strawberry acai lemonade refresher this morning. It's 5 o'clock. Are you one of those people that drinks their drinks all day? Because I definitely am. I got this at 9:24 a.m. It's 5 p.m. Even though it is July when I am filming and posting this video, I did fill out all of these questions based off of the things that I read from January to the end of June. So some of these might have changed considering that I've read books that apply more to these questions now, but just based on what I read for the half-year mark, that's where these are all coming from. Starting off with the best book that you've read so far in 2023, I said that it is A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. I loved that book. Out of the whole ACOTAR series that I read, that was probably my favorite, followed by A Court of Mist and Fury. But A Court of Silver Flames was just so different, and I really loved that it was from Nesta's point of view and Cassian. Like, I loved that one so much that's probably the best one that I read so far. Next question is the best sequel that you've read so far in 2023. That is The Right Move by Liz Tomford. That is Ryan Shea's book. Ryan Shea is my new book boyfriend. I love him. I love that story. The newest release that you haven't read yet but want to, I want to read King of Pride by Anna Huang. I've had it since it came out, but I haven't read it yet. I read King of Wrath. I think it's King of Wrath, right? Is it King of Wrath? Yes, so it's the Kings of Sin series by Anna Huang. She's also the author who wrote the Twisted series. Obviously, if you don't know that, you gotta read her books. I love the Twisted series. Reese and Bridget, I love them. But I haven't read it yet still, and I've had it, and it's been out for a while now, so I have to read King of Pride. The most anticipated release for the second half of the year for me is The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I read the Inheritance Games trilogy earlier on in the year, and I think I read it in like 3-4 days, all 3 books. I absolutely loved it. It was so quick, so easy to get through, and I think about that series like all the time. I definitely have to reread it. It feels very like fall vibes to me, so I'm probably gonna reread it in the fall, but I love that series so much, and I'm so excited for that book to come out. The biggest surprise of this year was Once Upon a Broken Heart and The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. Now, I have not read any Stephanie Garber books before until we randomly picked up Once Upon a Broken Heart in Barnes & Noble one day, and I did not think that I was going to like it as much as I do. I still think about that book. I still recommend that book. I love that book. The Ballad of Never After is the second book to that. The third book will be coming out soon. Third book is coming out on October 24th, 2023. It's called A Curse for True Love, and I'm so excited for it. I cannot wait. I loved Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I loved The Ballad of Never After. Jax, I love you, Jax. My favorite new author or debut or new to you is Ellen Hildebrand. I read 28 Summers for my June book club read, and I love that book. I fell in love with her writing. I fell in love with the format of her books. Her chapters are like a little long, and they're not really like chapters. Like, at least 28 Summers was written, obviously it was written through summers, but they were very long and they weren't spaced, if that makes sense, the way that other books normally are, like with the chapter format. This one was summers, and it would start like mid-page, so it wouldn't start on like the next page or something like that. So that took like a little bit of getting used to, and because it was in third person, but I absolutely loved it, and normally I don't like stuff like that, so I was actually very surprised. But once I read 28 Summers, I immediately bought like 4 more books by her, and actually this month in July, the 5-star weekend is on my TBR, so I'm really hoping to get to that, but it's July 23rd, and I just don't think that I'm gonna get to it, but I don't know. we'll read it in August. Newest fictional crush is Garrett from Play With Me by Becca Mack. I got introduced to that series from TikTok. I loved it. It's Consider Me and Play With Me. And then I think it's called, what is coming out? So Consider Me is the first book. Play With Me is Garrett's book. I love him. Literally, that was like, I loved it so much more than Consider Me. I rated that one 5 stars, and Consider Me, I rated 4 on Goodreads, but I feel like it was probably like a 3.5 because Goodreads doesn't have the half marks. And then the third book is coming out soon. It is called Unravel Me. Newest book boyfriend is definitely Garrett from Play With Me. He's so like sweet but tough, but like, I loved him so much. A book that made me cry, I read this one in the beginning of July, just like, it was on Kindle Unlimited. I saw a lot about it. It's Tampa by Alyssa Nutting. I'm not gonna go into like a deep dive on that book, but like that book hurt my heart so bad that I had to just keep putting it down, and I was so upset. It was such a well-written, good book, but it was so like, so like gut-wrenching that it was like I just couldn't read it. I had to put it down a lot, but it did make me cry. I cried a couple times while reading it. When I was done reading it, I think about it all the time. It just hurts. A book that made me happy was Birthday Kisses by Monica Murphy. That was book 2.5, like a short little novella to a Million Kisses in Your Lifetime, which I really, really liked. I thought it was cute, the little novella. It was like, there was nothing but happiness in it. It was like maybe 60 pages, if that, and it was just sweet. It was short, it was sweet, it was cute. It followed the characters from A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime just years later when they have a child, and it's a Christmas, and they're kind of like getting their groove back at being a couple after being new parents. It's really cute. I liked it a lot. Most beautiful book that you've bought so far this year or received. I got the off-campus Luxe edition from Darkly by Bookish Box. I think it's Bookish Box. Yeah, by Bookish Box. They are the most beautiful books that I have ever bought in my entire life. I bought them last June, and then they finally just got here in like April, or I think it was May. I think they got here like almost a year later, or August, whatever. I know they got here almost a year later, but literally they're on my desk right now. I don't even know how to do them justice by displaying them anywhere, because it's like, where can I put them that everybody and their mother is going to see my books, because they are so, so beautiful. Like, I made a TikTok about them, but I'll link that down below, but they are amazing. Literally so pretty. I love all the artwork. I love the actual cover of the book, the dust covers. They're amazing. What books do I need to read by the end of the year? I need to read the Chestnut Spring series and the Magnolia Park series. Now, I have the entire Chestnut Spring series. I haven't read them yet. I really want to read them. For some reason, they're screaming fall to me. I'm just not like reaching for them yet, but I want to get to them. And then the Magnolia Parks, I've had the first book for months, like almost a year now, and I just haven't reached for it. But I really gotta read that. Like, I know I gotta read that one, but I haven't gone for it. There's so many other books. I've really been focused on the Addicted Calloway Sister series right now that I just haven't gotten to anything else, and I don't really want to start another series until I'm done with that. Sad part, I'm on Long Way Down right now, and then I have Some Kind of Perfect, and then I'm done. And then the Bad Reputation duet, but then I'm done with the Addicted Calloway Sister series. And then there's Like Us series, but I'm going to take a break from their universe for a while, even though I still love them and don't really want to. But I definitely got to get up on my series and my TBR cart, because I'm also on a book buying van right now. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Bye!